you all know that we are doing the Azure YouTube series. So here, the last session we were in the topic of VNet peering, so virtual network peering. So from the continuation, we are going to be see which is something called our NAT gateway. So this is something a virtual network NAT gateway we are going to be see here. So first of all, what is NAT here in the sense? Something a NAT gateway resources are a part of virtual network NAT and providing outbound internet connectivity for one or more subnet of a virtual network. Something if suppose the examination we can have, you do not have a internet connection with you, so obviously you just want to connect any meeting or suppose any activity that you want to do immediately. So in that scenario, obviously you are going to be a bargain internet with your friend. So you are going to be on the hotspot and they are going to be get the internet connection. The same way here we are going to be use a modem, the modem name called the NATing concept. Something a public IP to private IP and private IP to public IP changing concept only we used to call like a NATing here. So NAT provides a source network address translation. So for a subnet. So NAT provide a source network address translation for a subnet. So NAT gateway resources specify which static IP addresses virtual machine use when creating a outbound flows. So the NAT device contains one IP address. So from that public IP address only you are getting the IP over there. So here, so NAT, how it is working, the network address translation. So how it is working in the sense you consider this is the public, the people. So whoever trying to hit the particular server. So in that scenario, what's going to be happen? So one NAT gateway between your VNet and then your virtual machine, I'm just fixing. So the NAT gateway assigning having some public IP along with one private IP. So the same series network like 10.240.1.4 and 10.240.1.5 and 10.240.1.6, like same network I'm having, the same virtual machine. Now what's going to be happen, all the three machines having the only private IP, not having the public IP. In that scenario, what's going to be happen? So all the three machines were connected under my NAT gateway. In that scenario, so who all are under the subnet or who all are under the VNet, so there I'm just going to be connecting the NAT. So who are under this NAT, right? So all are under the VNet, right? They are all getting the internet connection without using the public AP. So by using this method, what we can do, I can able to manage the or I can able to reduce the public AP usage also. So let's see how the NATing is working. So let me go into the console here. So here already that we know we had created the virtual networks over there. We had created the virtual network. So let's see, there is a high-tech YouTube network I'm having, and then a high-tech YouTube network, another YouTube network also I had here. So now what I have to do, I'm having one machine. So let me take a high-tech YouTube network. So parallelly, what I'm just going to be do. So under the high-tech YouTube network, there is a two subnets we are having. So one is a subnet 1, another one is a subnet 2. Okay, so under the subnets we are just going. There's a two subnets we are having here. One is subnet 1, another one is a subnet 2. So here, the subnet 1, one machine is already created. In subnet 2, I'm going to be create another machine. Let's see. So virtual machines. Under the virtual machine, what I'm just going to be do, add a virtual machine. So I'm just going to be adding a virtual machine over there. So here, new resource group, and then your machine going to be HT-3 centered US only, same Windows machine, and then I'm just going to be having a name with Mohan. I'm going to be having this licensing and further things as usual or configuration. Next disk, next networking. This time what I'm just doing in the virtual network, right? So high-tech YouTube network I'm having. Here my second public subnet I'm having, and here I'm going to be giving a none. Means my second machine I'm not going to be giving the public IP for them. So let me next review and create. So let me simply creating the virtual machine here. So virtual machine I'm going to be creating here. So your subnet is created here. So and then your virtual machine also created, and here deployment is in the progress. Deployment is in the progress. So based on the concept how it is going to be, the NATing, the first machine I had the second machine also I had the first machine will have the public AP and it will be get the internet connection. The same way when you are coming for a second one, which is something, my second machine will not have the public AP, so it won't get the internet connection. Now our agenda going to be my second machine I'm having, right? That machine I should get the internet connection over there. So for that, what we are going to be do? Let me going for NAT gateway. There is a service name called something a NAT gateway we are having. So inside the NAT gateway, right? I'm going to be creating a NAT gateway here. I'm simply creating the NAT gateway here. So NAT gateway is creating. Let's see. So we are creating the NAT gateway HTRG, and then there is a NAT gateway name. So HT YouTube NAT. Okay, so NAT gateway. And then availability zone, if you want, you can make it any of the availability zone, otherwise then, and we'll be going with the outbound IP. So outbound IP in the sense your NAT device need a one IP address. Your NAT device need a one IP address. So then I'm just going to be creating one IP address over there. So here NAT HT NAT. Okay, HT NAT and giving okay. The IP address we are creating, and then there is a subnet we are creating over there. So under which subnet? So here what you have to do, in which network that you need a subnet. So under the which network that you need a subnet here. Under which network you need a subnet, you are going to be set the subnet. For what subnet you need a network connection. So my second subnet I'm going to be use this, and next tags under view and create, because my second subnet only contains the second virtual machine without having the public AP. Okay, so the second subnet I'm going to be create here. Once it done, I will be going to create the NAT gateway. Once it done, we're creating the NAT gateway over there. So here obviously your NAT gateway deployment is in the progress. Your NAT gateway deployment is in the progress, it is as of now. So parallelly, we'll just going for the deployment of my created resources, and then VM also we can go possible in the home. That's a virtual machine we are going. So inside the virtual machine, right? That's the first machine I'm taking a remote. Okay. So first machine I'm taking a remote because the third machine I do not have internet connection, so I'm not able to take the public AP over there. Okay, I'm not able to connect the machine, so I'm just going to be connect the first machine. Download RDP file and going to the resources. Sorry, so RDP file I'm taking. Here connect. The username password will be asked. So obviously that we are going to be provide. Password going to be so password provided successfully. Let's see and connect with the machine. So machine obviously will be connected. So again, virtual machine is ongoing. So from that, my third machine I'm taking a local remote. Okay, third machine I'm taking the local remote. Locally I'm going to be take. See here there is no public AP. I'm going to be copy this. Copy. Here I'm just going to that. So R MS TSC -V. So IP address I'm just going to be copy 10.10.2.4. Connect. So username going to be Mohan and password will be locally. I'm able to connect with the machine. Locally, I'm able to connect with the machine now. So now we were in the situation to check the internet connection. We were in the situation to check the internet connection here. So this is my first machine and this is my second machine. So in the second machine only, I just want to check whether its NATing is working or not, whether the IP address is coming or not, and then whether the internet we are getting or not. That is what the my requirement now. So let me maximize and let enter into the Windows Explorer, sorry, the Internet Explorer. So in that Internet Explorer, we can see whether I can able to access the thing or not here. Okay. So let it's loading actually. So once I give a refresh, so I'm just going to be the connections of Internet Explorer. So Internet Explorer I can provide. Let me open the Internet Explorer. There I can able to see the Google. Okay, let me log in into the Google. So here Google is working here. See, the Google is the network is working. So the parallelly I'm just going to be see my IP here. My IP. So check your IP address. See, so 23.99.140.48. The public IP is showing here. Something the public IP I'm able to get. And not this is my IP. One second. So what we can do, right? Okay, so obviously it's a 172 series only. It is that. So it is in the 172 series. But we got it in the 10 only, right? So 10 only we got. So in the 10 inside the 10 only we are having the same. Let's open the same. Okay. The 10 series I'm having that. Okay. So I'm just going to be giving the my IP. So internet I'm just getting. Either I can go with this. My IP address. So my IP address I'm providing here. Let's see what is my IP address here. What is my IP address? There I'm just going to be close the same. Under 23.99.140.48 will be my IP address over there. This is what my IP address what I had. Okay. Now what I'm just going to be do, let me see. Let me enter into the NAT gateway. So outbound IP 23.99.140.48. The same IP address what I got. So 48. Same IP address I'm able to get it here. The NAT IP I'm able to get it here. So this is how guys my NATing is going to be work over there. So Hope you quite understand this concept. So we can see you in the next video, guys. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you.